It's Andrew from producersociety.com. Today I'm talking to you about what I think is the best USB microphone for GarageBand users, which I'm using it right now. It's the Samson Q2U. The reason why I say it's the best, despite the fact that it's probably not technically the best, is because it's probably the greatest amount of value that you can get for the price. So for instance, I think I paid, well, I can't tell you the price exactly, but I know I paid, I think, less than $100 for this microphone. And I can tell you right now that one of the best things about it is the fact that you just plug it directly into your computer. You don't need an audio interface or anything like that. And you also get this handy microphone stand with it, which is actually pretty dope. It's not the greatest stand in the world, but it's decent for sure. And I'm definitely going to use it a lot more. But yeah, this was definitely a good choice. And I think if you want something that's inexpensive and it's going to meet your needs in that way, especially for podcasting and for YouTube videos and whatnot, then this is definitely for you. If you do want to spend more money and get a superior mic, you can get some of the other ones I've recommended, like the AT2035 and the Shure SM58. However, this is more convenient. This is more for like convenience and for people who don't want to, they don't want to go out and buy the audio interface and all that stuff. So it's perfect for that. And not only that, but you get the XLR connection as well. So you can see what it comes with right here in this image. You got the USB to USB, the micro USB cable, or rather I should say that properly. It's the USB to micro USB. And then you got your foam head. You got your foam head, foam guard, whatever you want to call it, your manual, the stand I was talking about, the mic itself, of course. And then it also comes with the XLR cable in the box. So, I mean, you get a lot of stuff with this thing, and it's definitely worth it. I'm really happy with what I've got so far. And in terms of how it looks and feels, I'd say it seems like it's made out of steel. It could be a hard plastic, but it seems like it's steel. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's either way, it's very solid. And you can kind of see the size differential here. Like here's the Shure SM58 and here's the Samson Q2U. So obviously the Samson Q2U is a lot bigger, but it's very lightweight and it's not as heavy as the Shure SM58. I don't really consider that as a con or as a positive, frankly. It's just mostly just a comparison to give you an idea. So here in this image here, you can see that it has the XLR and also the micro USB, which is handy if you want to do it properly into an audio interface or if you just want to plug it directly into your computer. And then also you got your LED light, similar to the iRig HD2, which just lets you know that it's on, that it's functioning properly. And then you have your volume control at the bottom. And this is pretty convenient if you're using the microphone as a even for FaceTime or for, let's say you're doing conference calls or business calls or anything like that, you can just use this quick little volume knob on the bottom and it'll adjust the volume right on your computer, which is pretty convenient. In terms of how you would set that up, if you want to set this up for actually, we'll talk about that in a minute. I'll talk about the setup and whatnot after we talk about the other specs. So the frequency spectrum is between 20 hertz and 18,000 kilohertz, which is a lot. That's a bit less than a superior mic like an SM58 or an AT2035, but it's good. It's going to be perfect for what you need it for. It's going to work for vocals. It's going to work for podcasting and all that kind of stuff. Is it the best microphone for recording? No, but it's going to be the most convenient and the most easy to use. That's for sure. So you can see some of the other specs here. I recommend checking out the article that I'm referencing right now because I don't want to bore you with all those details. And the sound of it is pretty good. It's obviously not as good as an SM58 or a condenser mic like an AT2035, but it's good. You can hear what it sounds like right now. Thus far, I haven't had any issues with latency, but I know that can be a problem with USB microphones, at least according to other users. I haven't had any problems like that yet. And also, it's you're gonna have to use one mic at a time because obviously you only have so many jacks, right? You only have so many ports for a microphone. If you want to figure out how to hook it up, this is how you do it, right? It's very simple, and that's what I was talking about before. You just plug it right into your computer. If you have a new computer, you have to use the USB to USB-C adapter. But if you don't have a new computer, you can just plug it in regularly. Now, when you're into GarageBand, you just go into your preferences and then select Samson Q2 as your input. So I'm going to show you what that looks like in a moment as soon as GarageBand loads. So yeah, here's GarageBand right now. You go GarageBand, preferences, audio MIDI, and then you just select input device Samson Q2, and then you got your output, and that's the internal speakers. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. But yeah, it's very simple to set up, very straightforward. And also, if you want to get it to work with FaceTime or say a conference call or Zoom or what have you, you just go into your system preferences right here, and then you go down to sound, and then you choose your input, Samson Q2U, and then you can have your output as your speakers if you'd like. So it's very simple, man. That's what makes it such a good mic to use. I definitely recommend getting one of these. It's dope, and I'm really happy I got it. It was quite inexpensive as well. I can't tell you the price because I'll get banned from Amazon affiliates. I know that other people on YouTube will tell you the price, but I won't because I know that's against their terms and conditions. But anyway, yeah, that's all for this video. Maybe I can't really think of anything else to talk about, frankly. But ultimately, yeah, this is a great mic. It's definitely worth checking out. And I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.